Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever the case might be. And welcome to another scene in Edessa, the Dark Crusade. Tonight we have a bit of a follow-up scene within the city of Timuran, not too far from Edessa. Madeline is just looking. She's sitting on the side of a bed looking down at Irene, who has been staked and well, she's been unstaked at this point. This is fairly early. She's waiting for Irene to wake up. Madeline seems to be up quite early most nights, and so she's made a point of it to just sit closely by her, and she's currently waiting for the young fledgling to wake.
Takes a very long time, especially if you're up early, because Irene never gets up early, even like to the point where you're like, okay, that's like even like any ordinary canine would probably be awake by now.
What's the floor, by the way? Because he may have been.
What? Oh.
That's not your floor.
That's the one. Oh. Then I don't know what my flaw is.
Lies!
Which one exactly you're referring to? Let's just
the
throw
sleepy
it at
one.
that.
The sleepy one.
Yeah. Give me a moment. I'll get my character sheets and I'll just list all of them, and you pick out the one that you're actually talking about. Flaws: deep sleeper, nightmares, impaired sense. Sorry?
Nothing.
A deep sleeper means that you're harder to, like, it's harder for you to wake. Doesn't mean that you sleep longer,
I also
does
believe
it?
you do. I thought it was, but now I'll look it up.
I think deep sleeper is just that you're, like, if you're disturbed
Difficulty of any roll to awaken during the day is increased by 2.
Yes.
So
you will wake up at some point, but...
Yes. That's good. Sorry. In that case, yeah, no. I mean... Yeah, at some point she will wake up anyway. That will happen. And she blinks a couple of times, so she doesn't really recognize where she is.
Awaken, child, please. Be at peace. Do you remember last night?
Lady Madeline?
Irene?
Where am I?
I brought you home. You were accusing me of being with her. With someone called Mother. I tried to calm you down, but you wished to escape. You wished to run. You wished to get away from everyone. You used your powers and exposed them to the public, I believe. Caused someone to, well, run, screaming. Caused quite a scene. A bit of a problem, but that is not my department.
That actually happened?
Oh yes, it did. I know that your perception of the world being what it is makes things more difficult, but you will still have to answer for these problems. But I showed you the courtesy once more of pacifying you, so that you would not bring anyone else to danger or expose anything else, and bring you here for a restful sleep, and now you are safe once more.
Um, as she kind of like starts feeling her dress to feel the hole that she expects to be there, then she'll sit up. I apologize for bringing you so much trouble, Lady Madeline, again.
I serve my prince, and this is just another part of me serving my prince. I would, however, like to know exactly this mother you spoke of. You said that you have won over her once, and you would do so again. I am slightly curious as to who this person is.
And manipulation subterfuge going right up. It's only 2 successes.
Oh, I'm in the wrong. No, there we go.
Yeah.
Perception, empathy, and I think that is with a specialty, so that's a lot. Wow. Why can't I do that without damage? Madeline just looks at you and just. Oh yeah. What did you say? I mean.
Yeah. I mean, we'll look at the floor and then look back up at Madeline. Just something from the past. My human mother. I thought I saw her.
While the past can be hard to let go of, I would suggest that you work on such things. But tell me, should I be asking you these questions if I want an honest answer? Or should I ask Ulrich?
As Irene realizes that shit, she's been caught. Ulrich knows.
Madeline nods a little and just looks at her. And just, very well. I do believe you should tell him. We should tell him. What happened last night? Come. And
Yes.
she gets up. And yeah, the two of them will walk to probably the main halls, then the study, wherever he might be at this time.
Yeah, Irene will follow
He'll be in
Madeline.
his study.
My prince. Madeline will stand at the door and just curtsy.
Irene will do the same. And yeah, like I think there's still like the clearly visible hole in her shirt, in her dress.
He kind of looks at you both with a what have you done now face.
My prince.
Like he sees the hole in Irene's shirt, and he's just like his eyelids just half close, and he just looks very very unsurprised.
Last night
Very sardonic.
I found Irene in company of one or two others, quite confused, seemingly unaware of where she was. Another episode, I believe. Irene remembers very little. She was frightful, accused me of being a person called Mother and said that she would fight me again. She won once and fight me, whatever that might mean, again, and proceeded to use obtenebration. It scared some people off, caused quite a ruckus. But I managed to, as she fled, I managed to stop her use of obtenebration so that it was not a continuous exposure. And I managed to pacify her and bring her here to safety and wake her this morning, this evening. But I do believe I should get to Edessa to see the extent of what happened. By your leave, of course. Or you would say with your blessing, of course.
What's she asking blessing for again? Sorry.
To leave to see the extent, essentially, of what happened in Edessa. Because you're getting the sensation that she more or less took Irene and then to Timoren and hadn't gotten back to Edessa, so she doesn't know exactly the aftermath of what happened.
What happened? Fix any breaches of silence that occurred, or any other damages to our relations with the domain?
Of course, my prince. And Madeline will bow, curtsy. Before I leave, would there be anything else, my prince?
I don't believe so.
Very well. And Madeline will take her leave.
Alright, goes back to his studies.
Yeah, Irene will stand there for a while, and if Ulrich is not engaging in any form of conversation, she'll cough, just a very small one. With your permission, I would like to help out in Edessa as well to fix what has happened.
You may not.
As you wish, my prince.
He continues his studies.
I think Irene is gonna curtsy and leave then.
I never said you could leave.
Apologies, my prince, I did not wish to disturb you.
Your frequent episodes and failings make it an inevitability.
My prince, this is only once before happened.
Yeah, it continues to happen.
I'm still trying to find ways to deal with this, my prince.
From what I can see, you certainly have taken your time.
It is a difficult topic to discuss with K-Knights. And I am not sure where to start.
He doesn't really say anything to this. He just continues working as if it's like an irrelevance.
Yeah, she'll remain standing there.
Oh no, he's giving you the silent treatment.
You won't be the one to speak up, so...
Irene.
Yes, Prince Ulrich.
You will gain control over the nobility in the city watched in Edessa. I don't expect you to fail in this task.
As you wish, Prince Ulrich.
You will have what you will work with my sire.
As you wish, Prince Ulrich. Can I ask for permission to use your house in the noble district for that, if you still have that?
You may.
You told me not to feed in Edessa anymore. Is that still in effect?
You will feed in Timurin every night.
Yes, Prince Ulrich.
Now feed and rest. Then return to Edessa. We'll need our hooks in when the time comes.
Yes, my prince. She'll curtsy and leave.
You never said you could leave.
Oh. Okay, I thought he said now go do this, so but that's cool. I mean, we'll stop again and we'll stop and stand.
See you around, guys. I'll leave now.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Stop repeating the same mistakes.
I will do my best, my prince. I thought I saw her. I was trying to lead her away from the crowd.
It wasn't her. You know that now.
Yes. My prince, I know that now.
Don't make the same mistake again.
May I ask you a question, my prince?
Very well.
Do you know of anyone who has the same issues?
No.
And similar ones, perhaps?
No.
I see. Is there any Canite that may have knowledge about dreams?
Not to my knowledge, we do not deal in a neuromancy.
Let's see. Then I will look around in the temples, the libraries of Edessa and Timuran. Perhaps they can provide me with answers.
Who's she saying will provide her with answers?
She's just saying, I will look around in the libraries and temples of Edessa and Timuran.
Perhaps. Is there anything else?
Only that I apologize for bringing shame to you, to your city.
Make sure it does not happen again.
Yes, my prince.
You may go.
As you wish. Miss Ulrich. She'll finally curtsy. And we'll walk backwards. As she's leaving, she will study him to see, like, if he's how angry he is with her, or if he's disappointed or sad or whatever. He's trying to get a quick view of, like, what he's thinking.
One sec.
I mean, that's 5 successes.
Where did you roll?
Dice roller 3.
Okay. He's very, very upset with you.
Oh, well.
Very, very upset with you. You have failed him.
And that is 4 successes to indeed stop from crying.
That's fine. He doesn't see the fact that you're on the verge of tears. You have failed him. You have failed
Good.
this city. You have brought shame to
Yes.
him. You have failed
But-
yourself. And you have done nothing in the process to make things better for anyone. You have no power to make things better.
Well, with that very positive enforcement there, I think we can end the scene.
Yeah. We can end the scene there as Irene ruminates on the fact that she is failure. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Irene is trash, right, guys?